All right, let's talk about something we all use every single day, but probably don't think about. At least, not until it's too late. I'm talking about the lock on your front door. Upgrading your security is genuinely one of the smartest investments you can make. So, today, we're going to find the right guardian for your door by digging into the absolute best locks out there.
So let me ask you a question. When you lock up at night, are you really securing your home? Or is that old lock just a polite suggestion to keep out? It's a serious thing to think about, because an outdated lock can give you this dangerous, false sense of security.
And here's why it matters so much. Get this, a staggering 25%, that's 1 in 4, of all home break-ins in the UK happen because a thief just damages or forces a lock on a door or window. It's the most common point of failure, and you know what? It's the one thing we can most easily control.
But here's the flip side, the good news. Research shows that having modern, layered security, and that absolutely includes a high-quality lock, can offer almost 50 times more protection than having no security at all. That just proves that the right lock isn't just a purchase, it's a massive upgrade to your peace of mind. So let's start with the absolute legends. These aren't just locks, they are institutions. They've been forged through history and have these reputations for being nearly invincible. These are the titans of the industry. And their heritage is just incredible. It stretches all the way from the 18th century, with handcrafted locks for aristocrats, to hardware built for Cold War military installations. This is a true legacy of protection, which brings us to our first titan. First up, Banham. If you're in the UK, you know this name. It's totally synonymous with high-end security. It's way more than a lock, it's a statement. It really is the quintessential British fortress for your front door.
The story behind this brand is amazing. Back in 1926, after his wife's shop got burgled, a guy named William Banham invented a new kind of lock. He was so confident in it that he offered a £25 reward, which was a ton of money back then, to anyone who could pick it. And to this day, there's no record of anyone ever claiming that prize. Now that's what I call confidence.
So what's the trade-off? Well, on the one hand, you get insanely high security that insurance companies absolutely love, plus it looks fantastic. But on the other hand, it's got a higher price tag and you need a pro to install it. And getting a spare key isn't as simple as popping down to the corner's shop, thanks to their key registry system. Which, let's be honest, is really a feature, not a bug. They're pretty much perfect for high-value homes and heritage buildings.
Okay, next up is a lock with a reputation for being, simply unbreakable. The Ingersoll SC71. This thing isn't just a lock, it's basically a piece of military-grade hardware you can put on your front door.
Just think about this for a second. This lock was developed for NATO installations and got put through the ringer by the US government. It literally survived furnace blasts and dynamite attacks. When New York's power company started using them, tool thefts plummeted from almost $500,000 a year to just $500. That's the kind of resilience we're talking about here. It's just on another level.
The Ingersoll is a total beast. It's incredibly durable and almost impossible to pick. Now, it is bulky, it's definitely got a premium price, and sometimes you might need to pair it with another lock to meet specific insurance rules. But it's the ideal choice for front doors in high-crime areas or for anyone who just wants maximum resistance to brute force.
Okay, let's shift gears. We've talked about the historical titans. Now let's jump into the modern innovators. These are the locks that use cutting-edge tech, both mechanical and digital, to completely redefine what security means in the 21st century.
Modern security is really heading down two different paths. On one side, you have this mind-blowing mechanical complexity, like multi-lock. It's like a microscopic puzzle box. And on the other, you've got digital intelligence, smart locks that use AI and connectivity. Two totally different philosophies, but both are pushing security way forward. So, let's start with the mechanical marvel, multi-lock. The best way to picture this lock is to think of it as a tiny, incredibly intricate puzzle box that only one very specific key can ever hope to solve.
Its secret sauce is something called a telescopic pin-in-pin system. Basically, smaller pins sit inside larger ones, which creates multiple shear lines. For a lockpicker, this is an absolute nightmare, and it's what allows for over 1 million possible key combinations. Just wild.
The benefits are pretty obvious. It's incredibly resistant to picking, bumping, and drilling. It's also perfect for creating those master key systems in big commercial buildings. The downside? It's more expensive, and let's be real, it might be total overkill for a quiet suburban home. But for an industrial site or a high-risk property, it's a perfect fit. Now let's hop over to that other path, smart locks. This isn't just about keeping people out anymore, it's about intelligently managing who comes in. This is the future of access control, giving you smart management from literally anywhere in the world.
And the technology is evolving so fast. Future smart locks, like the ones Yale is working on, will use AI to learn your daily routines. So if you always get home at 6 p.m., but somebody tries to unlock your door at 2 a.m., the system just knows something is wrong. It can automatically trigger your cameras and zap an alert straight to your phone. That's what I call proactive security.
So the pros are all about convenience, right? Keyless entry, remote monitoring, easily giving temporary access to guests or cleaners. The cons, though, are real. They need batteries and Wi-Fi to work, and if you don't secure them properly, they can be vulnerable to hacking. They're a fantastic choice for tech-savvy homeowners and, of course, rental property managers.
All right, so we've seen the titans and the innovators. Let's talk about the everyday essentials. These are the reliable, robust locks that are the real backbone of good security for millions of homes and businesses. First up is the mortise lock, the hidden guardian. Its biggest strength is that it's fitted inside a pocket, or a mortise, that's cut right into the door itself. This makes it incredibly strong against anyone trying to just force the door open. The really good ones use a multi-point system, so when you turn the key, it's not just one bolt. A heavy-duty center bolt slides deep into the frame, but then, bam! Additional bolts shoot out at the top and bottom of the door too. This whole system anchors the door, making it ridiculously hard to kick in. And we have to give a shout out to two legendary workhorses. Chubb locks are trusted by banks. They use special alloys that can literally resist cutting torches. And then you've got the classic deadlock, a simple, powerful upgrade that you can't open from the inside without a key, which stops these from just smashing a window and letting themselves in.
Okay, we have covered a lot of ground, from historical titans to futuristic smart locks. So how do you actually choose the right guardian for your door? Let's break it down.
Here's a super simple checklist. First off, what's your actual risk level? Are you in a high crime area? Second, what does your insurance company require? Some of them demand specific standards, like a BS 3621 certified lock, which basically means it's certified as thief-resistant. Then, you gotta weigh convenience against traditional security, think about your budget, and finally, and this is so critical, always have it installed by a professional. That's the only way to be sure it works the way it was designed to.
So I'll just leave you with this one thought. Every single door has a lock. But after seeing locks that can withstand dynamite and learn your daily routine, the real question to ask yourself is this: does my door have a true guardian? Thanks for joining me.